Well, welcome to Tarot to a T and September 2023. Today's reading will be for the sign of Aries. And Aries, I just want to remind you that this is a general reading. So if it doesn't apply to your situation after a few minutes, you're welcome to turn off the video and join me for the next one, which I'm hoping you will. For sure, right? Either way. Also want to mention there is a supermoon in your sign on the 29th. I believe it's September. Yeah, it's September. I was going to say, is it October or September? I think it's September. You may want to look that up and do some research on how it might affect you. I am slowly gaining more education in astronomy because it fascinates me, and astrology as well. But I don't have much else to say about it at this point. So that's something you might want to check out. Also want to welcome anyone who has donated to the channel and subscribed and come back. Regardless of donations or subscriptions, I appreciate you being here. And also, if you're brand new, welcome. So again, this will be a general inquiry. What message does Aries need to hear for mid-September? Now that we're in the middle of the month, I trust that you will find this video when it is appropriate and most beneficial for you. Always for the highest good here. Always for the highest good for the sign of Aries. Always for the highest good. Message for Aries. Okay. Alright, that was obvious. One more and we'll get started. We need a better shuffle than that. It's not too productive when they do that. Okay, here we go. Ready to deep dive. 8 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds. Wow, focus on pentacles. I saw some other pentacles. That's why I chuckled earlier. 2 of hearts. And the 9 of diamonds. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So you've recently, this is what I'm getting. You've recently started to reap the rewards from an individual effort. This is the entrepreneurial card. Now, if you're not into like starting your own business and that's not what you did, it's something that you spearheaded on your own. I'm hearing individuality, initiation. You took the initiative. It's about the rewards paying off after all that hard work and effort that you've put towards something. Now, these two cards, the 7 of diamonds and the 9 of diamonds, this one's a little bit... Let me get this card back in line. I don't like that. It's my OCD, right? It's a little bit of a warning. You need to watch how you spend it, especially around risky financial endeavors, let's say, and gambles. And to me, that's defined as something that's not a sure thing. It goes beyond your basic needs, obviously, paying bills and feeding yourself and paying your mortgage or your rent or your car payment. It's about doing something, investing in something, probably a significant amount of money that may not yield a return. It's kind of, again, it's kind of a gamble. Or it's literally gambling if you live in one of those states where there's casinos. So be careful there. But see, this right here, the 9 of diamonds, is about achieving some kind of financial... and the first word that wanted to pop out is independence, but I don't think we're talking about massive wealth, but wealth that has allowed you to take better financial responsibility in some way, perhaps to pay off debt, for sure. Now the 2 of hearts, interesting, it shows up among all these diamonds. This is about a connection, or the desire for a connection, an intimate connection to be specific, having that intimacy with usually just one person, hence the 2, right? And all the water behind this. I'm going to turn up these other 4 cards here and see if it tells me more about this relationship aspect. I don't know. I mean, maybe you had Maybe, oh, okay. Maybe you're wanting to step up a relationship as a result of this financial gain that you've just experienced. In other words, maybe you want to propose to somebody and get engaged. Maybe you want to move in with them. There's a focus here on intimacy. Amongst, like I said, this is definitely a bump up in your financial and in your abundance and the flow of that. And why intimacy would come up in the middle, I can only imagine. It's just put you in a better position to be able to cohabitate with somebody, to take, I'm going to use the word, but take care of somebody. Let's keep going. 3 of spades. 2 of diamonds. This is the one I saw pop out. 5 of clubs. And the magician energy and the colorized joker. So things are a little bit up in the air. I feel like maybe you already have, let's say you've asked someone to marry you, or you want to, again, solidify that relationship. And maybe they haven't made a decision. The magician energy, now, I don't know what your interpretation of it is in the past with other readers, but I could see that a couple of different ways. You working your magic and trying to make this happen, or asking for help from the universe, the divine intervention to come in and work its magic. There is a little bit of stress and worry here, so that's why I feel like a person maybe has not committed. And the stress and worry is maybe they're not going to. But I see that you made this move, whatever it was. And like I said, if it's not marriage, maybe you ask them to move in with you. You know, so you're living together, and it's obviously going to strengthen the relationship, and it's going to be a lot closer. There was stagnancy that was broken here, indicated by the 5 of clubs. So I think in the past, the relationship was kind of sitting still for a while. It just could have been somebody who you were involved with, and it was just kind of the same for, I don't know how many months or years even. You know what I mean? Like, there were no changes. But now it appears that you're wanting to make a change. And that's highlighted with the 2 of hearts. This is that intense connection. This is like finding that soul connection, right? Whether or not you believe in soulmates, it's finding somebody who really gets you. Somebody who really gets you on that level. Like I said, it's a new type of intimacy that you don't have with everybody. Now, the 2 of diamonds excites me because this talks about balance and harmony and finances in a relationship, especially. Now, if you're not looking for somebody, but I feel like you are, but that's my little disclaimer. If you're not, it means that things are very balanced and harmonious in your finances, okay? As an individual, and you have every perfect right to be an individual. But I believe I'm speaking to Aries who are watching this reading, who are desiring some intimacy and commitment with this 2 of hearts. So we're going to go ahead and ask for more cards. Interesting reading so far. You're wanting love in the midst of a windfall. 7 of hearts. Yeah. I think you wanted, again, to break the stagnancy of this relationship, and I think this person has let you down, or you're fearing that, because that could be in harmony with the stress and worry. 7 of hearts is about someone not coming through. Someone letting you down. Maybe you're just let down because they haven't answered you yet, or they haven't made a decision, or they can't make a decision. It may not have been a definite no. Or you had these big plans. Let's say you had these big plans to have them move in with you. And they said, no, don't want to do that. We'll stay together, but I don't want to move in. So it doesn't mean the relationship is over. It's just that they're not ready to do this for some reason. For some reason. More cards here to tell me about Aries' situation. Apparently this relationship is in your focus right now for the latter part of September. Seven of Spades. Something has come to light. Maybe, again, this is about an epiphany or information that was previously unknown. I think maybe you sat on this idea for a while and then you finally put it out there and now it's known. That could be what the Seven of Spades is just kind of saying now. Everything is out in the open. You're dealing with a little bit of pain and disappointment around the Seven of Hearts. And this person, like I said, I don't see the breakup card, so I don't think this relationship is over. It's just not going to that level that you desired. Amidst all this happiness in your abundance, you see, I think you wanted to make this commitment happen, and that would just be like the icing on the cake. And it hasn't. It's kind of been a bummer, a downer. Ace of Hearts, yep. You're on a new start here, though, to follow your heart and what you truly desire. So I feel like this energy kind of backs up your decision here to make a move in this direction, to, again, break this stagnancy wherever you're stuck. And that this was the energy behind that for sure that kind of pushed it in that direction for you to go ahead and ask. But again, things are up in the air. This person may not have answered you yet. You're just kind of hanging on, but you're still feeling disappointed and you're feeling some pain around it, and you're realizing they're not on the same page with you. Seven of Spades energy, things that are hidden. They're not on the same page with you. I think you realize that. But this to me is like the crux of the whole situation that's come up here. You were determined to have this new start, to follow your heart, to follow what your gut was saying you should do, and you did it. Let's go ahead and ask for cards of advice. I'm feeling pulled to ask for advice now. I have a pretty clear picture. Okay, we got the Six of Diamonds. Again, your money's looking good there, Aries. No problems in that area at all. Two of Clubs. Okay. Three of Hearts. Yeah. Things are looking really good financially. I see you just having these troubles with this relationship or these relationships. You have the Queen of Hearts and the Nine of Hearts. Take care of you. Take care of you. That's the message with the Queen of Hearts, Nine of Hearts. Sorry, I just got that very firm, intuitive direction there. Take care of you. This is wish fulfillment with Nine of Hearts. And the Queen of Hearts energy can be water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But in this case, this is the self-nurturing card because the Queen of Hearts is a very nurturing type of force, okay? But when I see it coming out in your advice, more often than not, I see it as you need to take care of yourself, or you are taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself in this situation, let me encapsulate it this way, will bring your wish fulfillment. I don't know if that means you need to back off. There's a decision to be made. And I am going to focus on the relationship aspect for a second here. There's a decision to be made. So you are being pulled in a couple different directions. But I think you're being nudged to make a decision. Perhaps, do you just want to keep going with this person the way it has been? Or do you want to break things off? That could be on the table. No joke about that. I can see that as a reality. Because you were desiring to break out of the stagnancy. And stagnancy means you're ready for the next thing. You're ready for the next thing. And if the next thing isn't going to materialize, well, you don't necessarily want to go back to the same old, same old. Especially here, when you came out with this Ace of Hearts. And wanting this new direction to happen. And you're trying to make it happen. There's communication, though, that needs to happen here. And this will restore the balance. I think you need to communicate your disappointment in this situation with this person. I can't say too much about it personally. You know the particulars of your situation here. But this communication, I believe, will help facilitate this wish fulfillment, hence taking care of yourself. You see, you need to voice what you're feeling, what's going on the inside, and not just let it go. Because I don't think you can just let it go. I don't see, with these cards, with the new start, and being stuck in over here in the stagnancy. Nope, you don't want to go back to that, like I just said. And there's a decision here, maybe based on the responses that needs to be made. Maybe you can't make the decision until you have the communication, since the communication came out first. Yeah. Interesting timeline with that. That's how I'm interpreting that. Okay. Six of Diamonds, though, you're going to have doors open for you financially. Like I said, I'm not sure what you're dabbling in these days, Aries, what you're putting your energy and your focus into as far as your income or your employment. But it's looking really fantastic. There's going to be more opportunities opening up for you as a result of this accomplishment. With the Nine of Diamonds and the Eight of Diamonds, right? It's not the end, though. We didn't see that card of maximum prosperity and success, which when I see that come out, it tells me that you've kind of reached the ceiling, but I don't see that in this situation. You have further to go, which I'm sure is exciting for you. Good to hear, right? Let's see what else as far as advice goes. Seven of Clubs. Okay, this situation, I think this is going back to the relationship, is making you feel kind of trapped. That's why you had to break that stagnancy. I keep going back to that stagnancy, but you don't want to go back to that stagnancy, because it's the energy here is you really want to get out of it, one way or another. It might be hurtful to break off the relationship, but obviously it's not fulfilling you like it could, because down here, wish fulfillment comes from looking after your own heart. Taking care of your own needs. Queen of Hearts. Any more cards of advice? Four of Spades. Yep. This is about stress relief around your home life, your lifestyle, the four corners holding up how you feed yourself, the roof over your head, paying bills, that kind of thing. Yeah, you're in stress relief for sure because of all the pentacles that came out here. Let's see what else we got going on. So again, I see two distinct things going on in your life for September. One's going very well, and one's going to involve a decision. I'm not going to say it's going badly, but it's going to involve a decision. Like you probably weren't expecting it to go this way, for sure. Especially with that magician energy and you trying to make things happen. Interesting that you got the Queen of Spades. Sorry, I'm trying to pick up the cards here. The Queen of Spades is air energy. You could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. This person doesn't speak much. I think it could be either one of you. It could be you that's represented by this, or it could be that person. Somebody's not talking. It's hermit mode. That's why the communication card came out. That's why I stopped myself. I'm like, oh, this is the other person. Not necessarily, because the communication needs to happen. Actually, I'm being told it's the other person. Air sign. They're not speaking. Because I don't think you got a definite no. I don't think you got a definite rejection here. It's just up in the air. Because they haven't said one way or another. They're kind of sitting on the fence. And being non-committal. Yeah, that's why the communication needs to happen. And you might need to initiate that. Because this person holds back. They're very reserved. You don't quite know where they're coming from. So there's a little bit of air of mystery around them. And suspicion, honestly. Makes you uneasy, I bet. Let's see. I need more cards of advice. And it doesn't look like they are going to speak. Hence your advice here. So we need more cards here, for sure. I'm not done. Hopefully the camera will keep going. If I go over 30 minutes, it'll shut off. Hopefully I'm not there yet. I can't tell. Oh, wow. You've got a lot of support around you. Being reminded of that. This is support and care from your family, friends. Because the 4, again, that's like your home life. It's like where you go to sleep at night, right? But you got support there in some form or fashion. Even if they don't live with you, you're well supported. Despite this person who's not communicating with you and going along with you and not on the same page with you. Okay? Perhaps that will help. Oh, jeez. Okay. You got 3. Look at that. 6 of Spades is about destiny and fate. And yes, this was meant to happen. You were meant to come to this place in this relationship, situationship, whatever it is. You were meant to come in this to this experience at this time. Now, the King of Hearts, again, is that water energy. But honestly, I see that even a step up from the Queen of Hearts. This is all about, this is for an Aries, this is all about mastering your emotional reactions and your state at this time. That's what the King of Hearts is representing here. I mean, the Queen of Hearts is about that self-care when it applies to the person, not somebody else. The King of Hearts is about mastery of your emotional state. And I'm not saying you've been out of control, but perhaps you needed some lessons just to strengthen your skills in that area and put you in a healthier mental condition, just overall. I think we all could use that, honestly. I'm not picking on you. But this was meant to happen, and you got that 4 of Spades again. So you're in this period of stress relief because you're learning to master your emotional state. That's the purpose of this experience. I don't think I've ever seen it come out like that, where it's actually revealed the purpose to the advice, but that's pretty cool. That's very cool, Aries. Sorry, I'm just kind of in awe. I hope I'm going to end it there. I'm just like fixated to this. I'm like, wow, that's just... I hope you see how I put that together, because I'm like, yeah, it was meant to be with the 6 of Spades. This is meant to bring you to your ultimate mental condition, emotional condition. Like, again, it's mastery over your emotions, how you're dealing with it, how you're reacting to it. Because I didn't see any cards out here except for feeling trapped, and you're stressed up here a little bit. But see, those are working those emotional muscles. And those muscles are figurative. They're not literal, but they do make us stronger. Yeah. And having this emotional mastery is going to bring more stress relief to you in general. Maybe in the past, not with this person, maybe in the past you've had bad experiences in other relationships, and this relationship has taught you, or I should say is teaching you. I did not see that personal growth card come out, but it's like you're going through this to learn specific lessons. That's very cool. Very cool, man. I like that. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. It really, really does help support the channel and ensures I'll be here for months and years to come. Hope you gain some insight and wisdom as always, and I will see you again soon. Take care, Aries. And watch out for that supermoon.